just jam out to this all the time, the whole time. Yes. Hey, I love it. Okay, it is Adrienne. I am here. And let me cut this music down. Hello, hello. And I want to just give a shout out. That is Kim. That's New Day. I'm in love with this song. It's just going to be playing in the background as I talk tonight. Okay, let me get myself together. I've had a long day, okay? Whew, been a long day. Okay, so let's talk about where the planets are, what's going on, what's happening, what's the 411. So first of all, I want to tell you that Mercury is going to be retrograde from August 5th to August 28th. That means basically almost all of August is going to be retrograde. So expect to go back and redo things, renew things, revisit things, maybe finish things, okay? And you guys, bear with me. I was just sitting around dancing and moving around, and it's humid and sweaty. And I put the air on, but I see that my makeup is off. You can always tell when my makeup is off because I lose my nose definition. I draw my nose on, I swear, you guys, you have no idea. Anyway, but it's hot. So here's the thing. When Mercury is retrograde, it really affects the communication. It really does. I mean, I want to tell you like, oh no, that's just an old wives' tale when they say that Mercury affects the communication when it goes retrograde, and that is not a wives' tale. That is true. Now, I'm a little bit different than some people because I've got Mercury in my first house in Aquarius. So it's like in this weird spot where it's happy. And it's in mutual interception with Uranus. Yeah, which is in the fifth house, or no, excuse me, eighth house. So I've got this obsession about like digging and finding out things. Hence the reason why I'm an astrologer. I just love digging into stuff. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know what is going on. I want to know the facts, Jack. I don't want to be lied to. I want reality check, And I feel like that is part of it is my Mercury, because it's in my first house. That means it's the essence of my personality, which is thinking, right? I'm always thinking. And then with the eighth house, that's digging, really. It's investigating, really, because it's Scorpio. So there's this whole, thing going on in my horoscope between Mercury and Uranus, and which Aquarius and Virgo. It's, it is astrology, but I also heard that it's brilliant. So somewhere, I don't know what I did, but one day, hopefully they'll say, oh yeah, she was brilliant. I'm going to be like, in heaven, hopefully. So let's talk about where the planets are. By the way, I'm in a giddy mood, and we're going to find out why I'm in such a giddy mood today, because I'm sure there is a reason for it. But one of those reasons probably has a lot to do with Jupiter being in the sign of Gemini. And why do I say that? Well, I was born with Gemini in my fifth house. So right now, Jupiter is in my fifth house. Oh, and so is Mars. No wonder I'm giddy. And of course, Pluto is sitting on my Mercury at 0 degrees of Aquarius. It's retrograding. It's also sitting on my North Node. Like you guys don't need to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. My Mercury is at 3 degrees of Aquarius, and my North Node is, or south node is at 29 degrees of Capricorn. So right now Pluto is technically sitting on really just, I think, the north or the south node right now. And I might give a 4 degree orb. So three, or yeah, it's a 3 degree orb. So it's on my Mercury. It's still on my Mercury. So yeah. And on top of that, the sun is at 9 degrees of Leo. So it's opposed my Mercury. But if you've got any planets in the early degrees of Leo, you're being directly affected right now. You guys, excuse me. I've talked a lot today, and just having some issues. So let's talk about 9 degrees of Leo. So 9 degrees of Leo is actually trine 8 degrees of Aries. And why did I bring that up? Because the North Node is at 8 degrees of Aries, and they're exactly trine right now. The funny thing is, it makes me wonder if like it's bringing up some, or healing even some old wound or pain. And the reason why I'm saying I feel like it's healing is because, as I mentioned earlier, Jupiter's at 14 degrees of Gemini, but Mars is at 7 degrees of Gemini. There is like a, we've got a sex, is that a yod? We got a yod, I think, here. So that is really a lot of creativity. That's the sextile and then the trine. I believe that's what that one is. The yacht might be with the opposition. Anyway, I'm looking here and I'm thinking this is really positive though, because this Mars at 7 degrees of Gemini is sextiling the sun, and it's sextiling the North Node. And the outlet is going to be Mars, or activity or action. So where is 7 degrees of Gemini for you? For me, 7 degrees of Gemini is my 5th house, or my child, or fun and music and dancing and talking and all of the stuff I really love. And so I feel like also Jupiter is there in Gemini too. So Mars and Jupiter, ooh, it's big. And it's being fanned by the sun. What I mean by being fanned, I mean the sun is a fire sign, Leo. It likes to do things in a big way, in a flamboyant way, in a showy, flashy, show off way. So expect that. I mean, if you haven't experienced it yet, you'll probably experience it soon. You know, it's funny. I gotta say this. I was wondering what was going on, because I've been feeling like there's something in my chest, like there's something in my throat. Like I'm like praying I don't have like something in my throat, like anything. I'm going to take it out the universe. Maybe it's just swollen glands, but I'm on Ozempic and I've lost 100 pounds. And there's this fear because they've got all these, lawsuits against Ozempic because it causes all these different things, like things growing in your throat. So I'm really worried. Please pray for me, that I am healed. I am clean. We're going to cancel, clear, delete any negative things I have said, so that only positive things are being said at this time. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about this 29 degrees of Gemini moon, where the moon is right now, and is at 29 degrees and 33 minutes of Gemini. So we actually have 3 things in Gemini right now. It was a very Geminian day, probably why I did a lot of talking, and maybe you did too. But here's the thing. The 29 degrees of Gemini is actually squared Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces. And I felt like there's something in my throat, like it was weird, like to talk. Like I can't explain it, you guys. It just felt like there was a lump in there. Like I ate something and it got stuck in there, or something's growing in there, or I don't know, I'm weirded out. So I've been drinking a lot of tea and praying. But what I really think it is, one, I think it's the Ozempic, but 2, I think it's the moon at 29 degrees squaring Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces. That 29 degrees of Gemini is communication, talking, your neck, your throat, your speaking, your ability to communicate. And then, of course, we've got Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces. And for me, that is actually in my 12th, my progressed 12th house, or in my second house, but it's my progressed sun is in Pisces, so it's basically, it gets 10-degree orbit sitting on my progressed sun. Neptune, yes. So this was affecting me physically, my progressed sun. And I really believe that it was because the moon was in Gemini. So now, on top of the moon being in Gemini, making that square to Neptune, we also have Mercury sitting in Virgo. And let's not forget that Mercury is in its home in Virgo. It's all dignified and exalted and everything else, depending on where it is in your horoscope chart. But it is really about communication, talking, speaking, writing, using your hands, okay, for whatever it is you're using them for, and thinking, and well, communicating and thinking well, hopefully. But the thing is, you know, this Mercury at 3 degrees is about to form a, well, I think Mars will move. No, it's going to have a square. Mercury moves faster than Mars. So Mercury is forming a square. But we've got only about 6 days of that. And the reason is, like I said, sadly, this is going to square it, and hopefully Mars will get away before the 28th of August and come back and square it again. But we're going to have that square, and then we're going to have that retrograde of Mercury. So I feel like around the 5th of August, it's going to be weird. I want everybody to be really careful, like this upcoming week, like after the first, between, like, it's definitely between the 2nd, 3rd, and it's that moon coming, isn't that the 5th? So, or 4th. So we've got a weird week, you guys, coming when it comes, I think, to communication, speaking, analyzing things, thinking clearly, rationalizing things, you know, that type of thing. And for me, I said earlier that I had a mutual interception with Uranus, right? With my Mercury. Well, Mercury at 3 degrees is exactly, because my Aquarius Mercury is at 3 degrees. So it's an exact mutual interception. So I've got an exact mutual interception happening right now. So that's probably why I came and decided to make this video tonight, because I wanted to speak this truth of whatever this is. And also prepare, like I said, Mercury retrograde happened on the 5th of August and it runs through to the 28th of August. So basically most of August. So prepare yourself for whatever's coming or going to happen after the next couple of days, okay? Because it definitely starts on the 5th, but you might start feeling this as early as the 2nd or 3rd, really. So also we've got Venus at 25 degrees of Leo, and I just realized Venus is on my Mars. I felt very flirtatious and pretty today, and I didn't know why. It's a good thing I didn't take myself out of my own domain, because I think I might have got, you know, more attention than I should have got. So Venus at 25 degrees of Leo is a very flashy Leo, and it's a very flashy Venus, I should say. But I think there's something going on with that Venus. And the reason I say that is because Chiron is at 23 degrees of Aries. And even though it's retrograding, so it's pulling away from this connection, you know, it's just like I said, I didn't go out. Like I could have went out and tried to be flirtatious and show off myself, but I thought, no, I'm going to not do that. And that could be from past wounds, you see. Chiron is the wounded healer, and wherever it touches wounds. It touches pains. For me, Chiron at 23 degrees retrograding is in my progressed first house of my body. So I'm very self-conscious about my body. And I found out today that I've got to find an alternate way to get my stomach skin removal surgery, because, you know, after losing 100 and some pounds, you need skin removal. And so I've got to find out if Aetna will cover it, because the other plan will not. And I just real found out today that I need an alternative. My doctor said he'll approve me wherever I find someone who takes Aetna. So we'll see if they even will cover it. If they do, then I'll see what I can do. But stuff like that. So that was kind of painful, right? Chiron, my body, Venus, beauty, your body, it's affecting that. And suddenly I'm like, oh no, I've got this tummy that might not go away. It's the extra skin. I'll have to lose another 50 pounds before it's not showing or something like that. And maybe not that much, but it's just the idea that, we all have our pains. In this case, my pain is involving beauty. Also, there's the aging process, but nobody wants to sit around with, 30, 40 pounds of loose skin on their stomach or on their body. So if you can get rid of it, you want to get rid of it. And that's where I'm at. And so that's Chiron in the first house for you. Dealing with body issues, dealing with like loose hanging skin or, remaining skin from excessive weight loss, because I lost 300 pounds. And so that's the kind of thing that kind of connection would make. Now, I'm not sure where Chiron at 23 degrees is in your horoscope chart, but wherever that is natally, but even more so, I think by progression, because it's in my first house by progression. Find out where that is, and it'll tell you how it could be affecting your life right now. Because wherever Chiron falls, it's wounded. It's hurting. It's in pain, but it's hurting. It's healing maybe from an old pain, but it might carry that pain into whatever you're doing right now because of whatever. And so you have to know that you're dealing with this wounded thing that's irritating them out of whatever that area is. In my case, it's my body. Like I said, I'm on Ozempic. I've got this weight loss thing going on. And now I'm feeling like there might be, whatever. There's aging, the process happening. I'm getting this body, which I never had a great body before, but suddenly, people stare at it all the time. So there's all this weird stuff around the physical self. And that's because of this connection between Venus and Chiron. As I said, it's pulling away. So it might be better for many people, though, because we're dealing with Venus and we're dealing with Chiron. There might have been some relationship issues. Like there might have been some love, things dealing with love or relationships or passion or anything like that, because Venus deals with those things, intimacy. And Chiron deals with wounds and pain and healing from it. So these are the issues that you might have dealt with. I mentioned earlier about Mars and Jupiter. Of course, Jupiter, I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. Especially with Mars being in Gemini too, but Jupiter in Gemini is in its detriment. It's not supposed to be there. It's literally, and depending on what house it is in, it could be in its detriment and its fall in your horoscope chart, and that's horrific. Jupiter belongs to Sagittarius. At best, Pisces. Where you don't want to ever see it is in the sign of Gemini. And sadly, it is there. So even though Jupiter is a beneficial planet, and normally it brings in beneficial experiences, when it's in its fall and its detriment, when it's basically in pain like it is right now, anything is possible. Anything. And it's also, I believe, in the case for people who are Geminis, you should be very careful with the words that you say. Why? Because Gemini rules communication and words. And it can be too much of a good thing or too much, period. And I'm going to give this example. Do not shoot the messenger. I am not trying to rile anyone up. However, I do like to report history. So, Trump had the historically horrific interview with the Black journalist. And what do I mean historically horrific? He was exposed as being a racist, basically. The things he said were insanely racist, crazy racist, and angry in a place that it wasn't needed or expected or deserved. And he's a Gemini. He could have came out and been a man of few words, of carefully chosen words. However, he used his words in a way that it was to his detriment. And that's what I mean by Jupiter being in Gemini. It's sometimes too much, too much. He may or may not have realized he was just showing how bigoted and racist he was. Maybe he was aware of it, I don't know. But either way, it was horrific to watch and totally uncalled for. Especially what he said about Kamala Harris, who has always identified as Black and Indian, not just Indian, but Black and Indian. She went to a historical Black college. She's in a Black sorority. That was her whole first campaign. That just shows he didn't pay any attention to her whatsoever or do any research on her as an individual at all. Or he could have just been being facetious and racist. And I think that's probably really what it was, sadly. And there were other racial comments like the Black jobs that was doubled down on, but it's insulting. It's almost saying that anyone who has a job is a Black person, that, because like other people of other nationalities don't have jobs, or that jobs that are lowly are for Black folks. That could be one of the thoughts. I'm not sure. Either way, the whole thing was distasteful, is a good word, distasteful. So I feel like Jupiter really stung that Gemini today. It's what's going to happen to a lot of Geminis if they're not careful. Now, what made this even worse is Saturn in Pisces. And Saturn is retrograding in Pisces. So although it's at 18 degrees and 35 minutes of Pisces, it's retrograding. That means it's aspecting that aspect to Jupiter. And that's Saturn. Basically today, Saturn for Trump was two malefic planets. It was as though he was, malefically affected by the combination of this square. He could not get out of the crosshairs of the square. His mouth could not stop. I think they actually pulled him off sooner. I had heard that he was rushed off sooner than expected because his mouth you could literally hear the audience like, oh, like the gasp of shock and horror from the words that were continuously coming out of his mouth. So when we see something like that, I don't know if he's going to recover. I really think this square did him in. I could be wrong. I mean, that man has 9 lives. He has gotten past a lot of things. But this square today, with that communication, him being a Gemini, and the way I think that Jupiter in Gemini and that Saturn in Pisces hit that man, Pisces, see, I know a lot about Trump's chart. Trump has Leo rising. I don't know if you know this. Yes, he has Leo rising. So Gemini is like in his 11th and 10th house, if I'm not mistaken. And, this, having Jupiter in your 10th house, but in its detriment and squaring Saturn, which is in the natural Gemini 10th house. So if you're a Gemini, right? If you had Gemini or had Gemini rising, or you're a Gemini sun, a solar chart, Pisces would be at the pinnacle. It would be in the 10th house. So this man, I believe, had both 10th houses in a square formation today, both his rising 10th house and his natal 10th house in square formation. And his career and his bid for president, I think, tanked today. I think it's over. I mean, he might go through the motions, but I'm certainly not going to vote for the man. And I don't think many people are going now, or maybe never were, but they definitely aren't now. I'm actually shocked by the number of Republicans that are going for Kamala as well. This is not a good moment. And I do believe it was because of the Mars-Jupiter square. Saturn in Pisces in general is heavy. I feel that because my progressed sun is in Pisces and Saturn's sitting on it. And so, I'm losing weight. I've lost 100 pounds in a year, but it's heavy to have Saturn sitting on your progressed sun like that. And I just feel like, oh, excuse me, you guys, that we have a very heavy Saturn when it's in Pisces. I think, I don't know if Pisces really does well with Saturn. Pisces is a very sad sign anyway. It's emotional, right? Very emotional sign. Gets a little sad, a little melancholy. And I really believe that with Saturn sitting in it and now retrograding in it, it's affecting a lot of people in a really strange way. It might be that we're doing things that Saturn exposes. I mean, for me, I know what the Pisces is and I know exactly where it's at. So I know what it's about. For you, it might be, wherever. Let's say if this Saturn is happening in your 4th house, it could have something to do with your home or your family or your security. So think about where Saturn in Pisces is. What house is it affecting right now? In my natal house, it's affecting my 2nd house of money. And I actually bounced today, but let me tell you something. I was lucky. I begged my daughter for money. They put it in there and they waived the bounce fee. And then I ended up getting all the money back. Or just saying. Sometimes, and I do have Jupiter in Pisces, so it might have been that. My daughter also has Jupiter in Pisces, and we both bounced the same day. Yeah, and 2 different accounts, of course. But it just shows that this stuff really does seem to correlate, okay? Because my 2nd house of money, but here's the thing, I actually feel like, even though I bounced, I feel like I've got this opportunity, like, that I'm learning. I'm going to figure out how to make a lot of money. And I don't know why, but Saturn does that too. It's a teacher. If you don't know it, it's going to teach it. Okay. It's there to teach you a lesson. And I have been in so many different trainings and learning so many different things about how to package my offers and make money. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, Saturn is working on me to help me make money. And where does 14 degrees, that square, where, that is my 5th house. So that's like entrepreneurial, taking chances, gambling, take a chance on yourself and learning how to do that with money. So that's what I'm just saying. To me, it's so exciting. Okay. So there is a planet we have not talked about, because I've talked about everything, haven't I? I've talked about Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius, which is retrograding. I've talked about the North Node. I've talked about Chiron. I've talked about Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces. You know, the funny thing is, since that's almost in Aries, Neptune, it's technically sextile Pluto. So Neptune and Pluto are actually sextile right now. And I think in a way, a Neptune Pluto sextile, I mean, it is, I think that's also what we saw today, because Neptune is very, in a way, spiritual, very spiritual, but also very dogmatic and I don't want to say religious, but definitely spiritual, okay? And Pluto is harsh. It's Hades. It's Hades. So it's dark, it's deep. It's like lightness and light and goodness meets evil and darkness. And so that's what that square really represents. The Neptune, or not square, this sextile. This sextile, it's positive, where light and darkness somehow manage a way to commingle and maybe create something that's positive and not negative. And so that's where we are today. Anyway, I wanted to spend time on the planets, as you can see, and not so much on doing card readings or anything, because sometimes it's just about knowing where the planets are, how they'll affect you, you know, what you have to do, or to avoid, or something to that effect. Oh, I'm looking at my own horoscope and it said, during this time, you'll have considerably increased vitality. Your willpower and ability to assert yourself are more pronounced than on other days. And physical needs will make themselves felt more strongly than usual. It's important to be careful and keep yourself in check. I felt like I went out of control on several occasions today. If you're after some type of conquest, you could easily ignore warning signs in advance too directly and abruptly. I am very direct and abrupt today. There is now also the danger that you sense competition or opposition where there's none. If you are too sensitive and quick-tempered, taking every criticism personally and reacting in an offended manner, then every conversation can turn into an argument. So avoid unprovoked injuries and use your strength responsibly. And I have been trying to do my best to do that, to use whatever strength I've been given as a communicator responsibly. So, you know, I just noticed that my Neptune is trying Venus. Neptune is trying my Venus. It is trying my Venus. And it says it stimulates my romantic imagination. Didn't I say it's a good thing I didn't go out there, because it just said it leads to some romantic relationship. Mama ain't trying to get into no romantic relationship right now. I'm trying to stay out of that. Don't pull me into nothing like that right now. No, not when I'm feeling so independent and full of myself on my own and feeling bold about it. You know, North Node sitting in my first house, giving me strength. So anyway, you guys, I wanted to do that. I tell you what I will do, since I ran my mouth and got all up in your face. I didn't realize how close I was to the screen. I'm so sorry. I'm so, I was like all up in your face. So sorry. I wasn't looking, so I didn't even see where I was. Let's do this. Let's do this. I don't want to do nothing serious, okay? So don't think I'm coming here to do any tarot readings right now. Well, we're going to do some fun readings, okay? We're going to do a couple of fun decks. Let's do that. We'll do it like that. I'll do a couple of fun decks. And, oh my gosh. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I haven't done her in a long time. Oh my gosh, she actually has like a spider web on her. I swear there is a spider web. Okay, so I pulled out my old Miss Cleo deck. I just wanted to, I love this deck. I used to love this deck. And I pulled out my angel answers for to do clarifiers. Okay, so I'll do a clarifier. So we're just going to just quickly pull a couple of cards. I am not doing anything fancy. You can see by my hair. I've got to wash this. It's my fault. I did it. I did something stupid, and that's why it looks this way. So bear with me. It does look particularly beat right now. See, I just need to make enough money to get me some new hair or find a brand deal that sends me some hair. Maybe I just need a new brand deal to send me some hair. Just so you know, I'm open to hair deals. So a bunch of cards popped out, and I'm gonna take these cards, and we're in Leo season, so this is Leo. So let's start with the first card. How many did I get? Ooh. Okay, let me get a couple of more cards. Only because it's Leo season, they should get a full reading. I mean, not everybody deserves one, but Leo does. It's their season, right? It's their full reading. So let's do this for Leo. What are we telling Leos? I just want to get 4 more cards. Can you provide me with the 4 cards? Because it ain't giving me none. It's like I'm gonna make you shuffle all night. Okay, it gave me 2 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna make you shuffle all night. Okay, it gave me 1 more card. Okay, 1 more, and then we'll be done. Can I get the 1 card, please? 1 card, please, Divine Spirit. Thank you for that 1 card, Divine Spirit. Is that it? It was sticking out, so I grabbed it. So look, Leo, the first card you got was the 2 of Staffs. I like that because you've got choices, you've got directions you can go in, you can go left, you can go right. You got a choice to make, but this is about you deciding, like, where does my fate lie? I believe my fate lies over on the east, or whatever. And you've got to make those choices that are going to lead to your success and your destiny. I think this entire reading is really about Leo having or being able to make choices. And darn, Leo, if you did not come out right there on top of it. 2 staffs, there you are. Yeah, it's about you, for real, for real. You coming out about you got choices, right? Maybe you are making a choice about something. Like, should I be with him or should I be with him? Should I be with him or should I be with her? Should I go here or should I go there? Should I move? Should I, whatever it is. I feel like that's going on. Something is going to end. There's a death card. It might have already ended, I think. Yeah, here's a Page of Swords. It might have been because of some kind of communication, maybe some argument that you had with somebody. It could have been over money. 7 of Coins. Just, it feels like a burden when it came to money. Maybe you fighting with somebody when it comes to money, and that happens. Money is, yeah, and then the Lover's card. This could have been with a lover. So there could have been some issue that came up with lovers, maybe about money, maybe the communication. Either way, I feel like with the right now, in the current position is the World. This is your major card right here. I feel like maybe this is all about money and success. This whole thing, whole reading really about you making choices about money and success. Some Leos might have made a choice to choose money and success over their lovers or over a relationship. I swear I've told Leo this once before, but this is something I feel like is happening right now. Look, here's the Emperor. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries, maybe. And I mean, it could be that people see you like you're this Emperor, like you're in control. But in reality, it might be your partner who's in control, because this is what's really going to Moon. I feel like you've just been like you can't see it, you don't know really. So you might have made some decisions when it comes to certain things, but definitely it's about money. Even if there's no partner involved, even if it's just about you and your money, it's about money. Here's the Three of Coins. I feel like with the Three of Coins, though, the Three of Coins, it doesn't get a lot of talk about it, but it's usually it is about who you know. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. I mean, yeah, it's there's learning and education, and maybe you're being taught, maybe there's some guru online that's teaching you how to make money online or something. But it's about knowing the right people, working with the right people to help you get ahead, to help you learn what you need to learn in order to be a success. So I hope that is something that makes sense and resonates for you, because that's a pretty major card to get. It really is. Um, we just see Page and the Queen. I can't believe you got the Queen of Staffs. What gets me is the sheer number of major arcana. You have 5 major arcana in a 10 card reading. So you've got the Moon. I sense there is this not knowing, confusion, not seeing everything correctly, maybe not seeing everything fully. And I do sense that you've got to make decisions. So you really want to see things as clearly as possible because you're the leader, you're the boss. I really feel like you, Leo, are the one in control. You are the boss that will lead to this money, this success, this world, you attaining whatever this is, and maybe even love, or making a decision about love at least, because I did sense it was about a decision, but maybe whatever it is, you're putting an end to something. I'm not sure if you're putting an end to the relationship since, the Lover's card, but I do sense that something is something is ending. It's changing. On the bottom of the deck, 4 swords, yeah. There is some healing that has to be done, and I do sense that something's being cut off. For your health, for your safety, for your sake, something is being cut off. Let me do this, because you're Leo, and it's Leo season. And so and you guys, y'all need to, just saying, consider getting a reading with me, okay? So I can pay for getting me some, fix my teeth, okay? I just realized I need to do that. So let's see what we're going to tell. I'm just pulling out some angel answers cards just to clarify what we just got from the tarot. That's all I'm doing, just clarifying what we just got. And just seeing what wants to come out. And there were cards that, let me just see if, I can't take all those. Lord have mercy. Let me just see if anything else that's not 10 cards wants to come out. Because there is some kind of message. Yeah, hold on. I can't stop when they keep flipping. They really have a message here. So, looked like something wanted to come, but it didn't. Okay, I think that was it. Is that it? Okay, we're gonna go with, what is this? I'm gonna take those. Should I take those? Yes, I am. Okay, so here we go. Got it. This is a message. So this is a couple of cards. This is how I do angel answers. So the cards tell you improving health in the near future. Let go. It's not the right time. Perfect timing. The situation will improve. Recovery. Be assertive. Look for a sign. No. So don't do anything now. Did you get that sense? Improving health in the near future. In the near future. So let go, because it's not the right time now. I don't know what it is you need to let go of. It'll improve in the near future. But let go now, because it's not the right time. Perfect timing, the situation will improve. So when, the time is right, the situation will improve and you'll have the recovery then, okay? So be assertive, be assertive. Hold on, there is something trying to cut in. Why would it do that when I'm in the middle of a Zoom? I hate it. Don't you hate that when you're in the middle of doing something and then like your antivirus program or something decides it wants to clean up then? Like, why would you do that? Anyway, be assertive. Look for a sign and know. So on the bottom of the deck, it says within the next few weeks, though. So maybe whatever this is within the next few weeks. It's just not now. Okay. So hold on. Remember that we have Mercury retrograde in August, from August 5th to August 28th. So if you got to make a major decision, wait till after August 28th. Okay. All right. Good luck to you, Leo. Many blessings, Leo. So let's see what we've got here. So we are here on the 31st. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull a card for, okay. Why did they just continue? And it opened it back up. Like I'm in the middle of something. So the idea that it wants to do anything right now, it's so intrusive. And I'm like, and it keeps opening. I'm frustrated that it's trying to do something and I don't care. It's like you've got an updated driver. Who cares? Obviously, it's been outdated all this time. Why would I need to fix it when I'm in the middle of doing a live recording? Makes no sense. Okay, so let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Virgo. Let's see what I'm going to tell Virgo. You're probably, I'm just going to pull whatever cards pop out. It won't be a 10 card spread or anything. I don't know what it'll be. We're going to see what cards pop out, and then I might clarify it if it feels like it needs to be clarified. I just want to see what cards come out. I just don't want to sit here all night because I've got some cards did pop over. Okay, hold on, Virgo. Oh, wait a minute. It was a couple of cards I might even have gotten. Oh, Virgo, what's going on? Lord. What? Okay, hold on. Virgo, I got a message for you. And I'm so nosy, I guess you are getting a 10 spread because I'm too nosy not to give it. I too nosy not to give the 10 spread. I've got to find out what this is trying to tell the job. Let me, and it fell on the floor. Lord. What? And it came out reversed. What? And I'm glad. I am so glad it came out reversed. You'll understand why I'm glad it came out reversed when I tell you. So this is what I got for the sign of Virgo. Virgo, the first card you got is the 8 of Swords. And what this tells me, if you look at this guy, he is on his knees, his hand behind his back. He is like prostrate, but there's nothing tying him. He can walk between those swords if he wanted to. He's not trapped. He just feels like he's trapped, but he can get up and walk away if he wanted to. Also, there's the 4 of Swords. And we saw this before. The 4 of Swords has a lot to do with you, I believe, needing healing, mental healing, and getting to a place of like a good equilibrium within yourself for whatever reason. Because I just feel like there's a lot of indecision and doubt. Because this, the 4 of Swords mentally is racked with indecision and doubt. It's just constantly thinking negative about it, whatever the situation is. And there's just worry. So, I mean, between this 8 of Swords and this 4 of Swords, I'm getting the vibe of someone who's telling themselves they're trapped, they're worried, it's not good, something bad is happening, da 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 da. It's mental, it's all in your head. Oh yeah, and there's the moon. It's almost like you're making it up in your head. Or I'm not that it's not that you're not having bad things, but mental, it could be telling you even more. It's hard for you. This is very nebulous. These three cards, very nebulous. It's like nothing is what it appears to be. Okay? It's a lot of it's in your head. And you can't see it clearly because you're in your head. Oh yeah, Nine of Swords, right? Oh God, it's still going. Just in your head. I can't resist it. In your head. What's in your head? Zombie, 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 be. What's in your head? In your head. Zombie, 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 oh, 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 Well, listen. Get out of it. Snap out of it, Virgo. Snap, 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 snap. Stop it. Stop it. Like your mom. My daughter's a Virgo. Sound like her mom. Look, it's all that. What did I talk about in the astrology portion? Didn't you hear me go on about all the Gemini? You heard me go on about all that darn Gemini and Pisces and how it's battling in the squares. And look, that Gemini is squaring you, Virgo, and you're feeling that, and you're in your head because it don't feel good, and you feel the friction, you feel the tension, you feel the responsibilities or whatever it is, and you want to just like, it's all falling apart, I've can't do anything right. But it's in your head. It's a square. It's a transit. Use the square for your energy. Use that energy to propel you to success. And then you get the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups leads to your emotional fulfillment. Instead of worrying, having nightmares and bad dreams and crying over ish, you get into a positive place because positive things want to come your way. And then once you get into that positive mental place, you're going to win, Virgo. You win. You win. You win, Virgo. Get out of your head. You win. Ain't nobody taking you down. And you got the Nine of Coins in the current position too. Look at that. Money. I bet you've been in your head over money. I bet you have been in your head over money. Mercury's retrograding. That's your ruler. I bet you money that was due to you is going to show up that you didn't expect. Between the 5th and 28th, I bet you it's going to be money coming. And right after the Knight of Coins, I'm telling you, the money's coming. You've been in your head about the money is coming because the money is your birthright. It's coming. It's meant to be. King of Staves. Yeah, you are a leader. This might be something to do with some business you have or some leadership role that you have played, and maybe the money hasn't showed up, but that money is coming. And look, if you've been in a battle or argument or anything like that, that battle is over. It came out, it fell on the floor. Remember this last card? That fell on the floor. This is the Five of Swords. Let me tell you what it says. That it may be a time to limit your losses by letting go. Do not let negative input of others influence your decision. They've been in your head. It's other people in your head. What's in your head? Who's in your head? Zombie, zombie, zombie. Who's in your head? Who's in your head? That's what it is. Do not continue to fight when the war is over. Just move away from the situation and move away from anybody who's been putting negativity in your head. On the bottom of the deck, lovers. I hope it's not your lover putting negative stuff in your head, but maybe it's your lover that helps you to get past it and to move on. I'm actually going to pull just a couple of clarifying cards from the angel answers. Why? Because I want to find out what's in your head and who's I'm sorry. Who is in your head? What is, like, what caused that, right? I want to know because I'm nosy enough to want to know. So we're going to see what cards come out for Virgo. Because look, I'd rather completely do Virgo and Leo and whoever I got enough energy for than to just give you a half a reading. Let's see what clarifying message. I could tell you the first card. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, these cards were, wait, did I all, no, hold on now. Cards are wanting to come out, but that was too many. Let me see. Oh, wait, I think that wants to pop out. I can't believe that came out for Virgo. What? Oh, wait. Oh, wow. See, that's what I thought. I knew it. I know what I know. Okay. Anything else for Virgo? Let me know. Uh-oh. They had the nerve to give me that card right now. Really a dirty dog. Really, what's that? When is that then? When is that going? Oh, that's too many. I got too nosy. Sorry. Just give me some kind of clarifier on that one. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. So this is what I got. I'm sorry. I love to communicate with the cards. I just want to know. I want to know. Okay, so this is what we got. So listen to this. This is interesting. It's a whole message, okay? A year from now, don't stop. In a way, I feel like it's saying a year from now, like whatever is happening to you today, a year from now. So don't stop between now and next year. And then it says, yes, a year from now, don't stop. Yes. Communicate clearly. Abundance. Communicate clearly, abundance. I think that's what it is. You need to communicate abundance. Communicate clearly, abundance. Okay. And then the next one, unlikely, not the right time, perfect timing. Listen to your intuition within the next few months. So the right time is within the next few months. Listen to your intuition. But a year from now, don't stop because, and communicate, yes, communicate clearly because abundance, I believe abundance wants to come into you. And then on the bottom of the deck, it says no within the next few months. To listen to your intuition. I don't know what the no is. I guess maybe no about listening to other people. I think that's what the other thing is. Whatever you do, Virgo, just communicate clearly, okay? I think that's going to be a secret to your success. I really do. I think that's a secret to your success. Okay, much love to you. So let's see what we're going to tell the next sign, and that is the sign of Libra. I am going through and doing what I can while I've got the energy and wherewithal to do them, because once I fall out of energy, that's it. You know, that's it for me. I will shut up shop right in the middle, like on Capricorn or something stupid. Because at this age, I got as much energy as I got, and that's it, you know. I'm going to give you what I got, but I'm not giving you more than I got, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let's see. Again, I was not planning to do full 10 spreads for all the signs, but I am nosy, and the cards just keep coming out. Let's see what we got here for Libra. I see. I want to know what the current position would be. Like, what. Okay, it'll tell me that at least. Okay, so now I got at least that. So look, this is what I got for the sign of Libra. You got a two of coins. You're another one. I feel like you're juggling. You're waiting maybe for some documents, some paperwork, a phone call, some decisions that have to be made. You know you've got choices that you need to make, and you've got to have the strength to make those choices because you got the strength card. But, you know, you got to have the strength to make the choices that you got to make. And I think this might have to do with a relationship because you got the Two of Cups. That is the relationship card. So maybe it is about having strength in your relationship, making choices in your relationship. And here's the Queen of Staves. Some Libras might be dealing with like a Leo or a Sag or an Aries, because Aries is your natural opposite, Libra. But here's the Devil. So I just wonder if there is just some issues of, whenever I see the Devil, I just feel like someone is pursuing something over the top, like pushing. And it's the seven deadly sins. So it's maybe to your detriment or to the detriment of the other person. The Devil is exactly what it is. It's the Devil. And look, the Queen of Coins, this is a Capricorn. I think some Libras might be dealing with a Capricorn. And in the current position was a Seven of Staves. So I feel like you've got these choices to do this. Or with the Seven of Staves, I feel like with this, I feel like it's about overcoming something. I feel like you can overcome something, Libra. But I do sense that you are overcoming something. Like it's something that must be overcome. If that makes sense. Yeah. Now here's, it always says that it is about your opposition. Like if you've got someone who's opposing you, and like I said, this is choices. So there's maybe that, but I just sense that, just be careful with your choices and your decisions. That's all. I realized you had two queens too. And you only had, oh no, you had Strength and the Devil as your major arcana. You had two twos as well. So I just feel like, take your time. You might be working with somebody. It might be, just take your time. Maybe you'll work with some women because you had two queens. And that usually is indication of women. So maybe you'll be working with women. Or maybe the answer solution to what you need will come from women. On the bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords, so maybe you've been fighting. Maybe that's why you need some strength, because you had both the Devil and strength in that. But I just sense that maybe Libra needs to take some time and, weigh things out, because it just seemed like it was a little heavy. Let's pull a couple of angel answers. And then you guys, that's it. Do you see how I'm sweating? I'm going to end this. On Libra. I'll come back and record maybe later tonight or tomorrow. I'm too sweaty. It is so hot. It's 8:20, but it feels like I'm sweating. Okay, it is too hot. So I'm gonna go put the other fan on. I've got on the air conditioner, but it's not enough. It's too hot. Maybe because I'm working, moving around and pulling the cards. It's one of those nights where, in the summer when it's really hot and you want to take off your clothes and take off your makeup and put on your skivvies, maybe some shorts, a t-shirt, no undies, sit under the fan or air conditioner, watch Netflix and put your feet up. I mean, it's too hot. Okay, it's too hot. I'm sweating. It's too hot. Okay, so let's see what the angel answers want to tell Libra. So the first card you got was yes. Peaceful resolution. I love that Libra got the word peaceful in their card reading. Yes, again, you got two yeses. Trust. Romance. I love this for Libra. Take action. Oh, it's not the right time though. Choose a new direction, because I guess it's not the right time, but abundance is unlikely. So I'm going to read that back quickly. Yes. Peaceful resolution. Yes. Trust, romance, take action. It's not the right time. So choose a new direction for abundance. Unlikely. And it says wait on the bottom. Okay. So it's not the right time. Whatever is going on, that's at the heart of your reading. It's not the right time, but it will be. I mean, definitely choose abundance. It's coming. but it's not your right time right now. Okay, so that's what this message is. Okay, and like I said, I have said this online on numerous occasions. When I do the tarot readings, I start out looking beautiful and I end up looking like, look at me. Like this is it it's like tarot takes every bit, and I was not grounding myself. I was not holding my crystal or anything. So I think I depleted myself. Literally, I'm sweating like a dog. And I just feel like, and my hair, all my curls are gone. You know, I should have grounded and I don't think I grounded myself. And so I gave away too much of my energy. That's what happens. That's why I don't do the readings as much as I used to. I have not figured out how not to give away my energy when I do these readings and these lives and things like that. So I'm going to be working on that for myself so that I'm more protected and grounded and I don't feel so depleted when I'm doing the readings. Because that's really kind of unnatural. I guess it is natural, but it feels unnatural to me because I used to be able to do these for hours and not feel any type of depletion. But I'm like sweating and everything. Like it is literally depleting me. So, okay, I will be back. If I'm not back before Saturday, I'll be back Saturday. You know I do. I had stopped, but I am going to return to trying to do Wednesdays and Saturdays as promised, okay? So I will be back no matter what. If I don't record it on my own, I'll come back and record it for Saturday, okay? Much love to you guys. Thank you for understanding because, it's hot. I wanted to get to Capricorn, but as I was start thinking, I can't get to Scorpio. Like I'm, anyway, much love to y'all. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll record the others as soon as I get the energy. Bye. I promise I will. I will record when I get the energy. Much love to everybody. And be sure to, what was I going to say? Well, be sure to check out whatever I've got in the description area so you can find out where to find out more about me and what we're doing. Okay. Much love to you. And let me get off the camera. I'm all up on the camera, all in your face. Much love to everybody. Many blessings. I gotta go and redo my whole face now. My hair, my clothes. I'm sweaty. Oh, August is the tarot readings. Man, they take all my energy. I always have to hold a crystal when I do tarot. I forgot to hold my crystal. Like if I don't hold my magic amethyst, it takes all my energy. It does. Anyway, I'm out of here.